Hey family, how's everybody doing? Happy Monday, by the way. Shawn A. White coming on to just for another installment here from Transformation Greatness along with SBN, the Small Business Network podcast. I believe this is episode 342 or 43, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100%, but we'll go ahead and get it all worked out. But at any rate, just stopping by, just hoping everybody had a fantastic Christmas. And as we're closing in, we're just a couple of days away, right, from 2025. And so I got to thinking as I was going through and before I make a few contacts, I was really just thinking about this year in 2024. And I just wanted to have a conversation with you all, right? Because this has been a very interesting year, to say the least. So do me a favor, if you will. If you catch this on the live, put in hashtag live, guys. Let us know exactly where you're tuning in from. And obviously, if you're catching this on a replay, by all means, put in hashtag replay. So just to reintroduce myself and why should you even care, right? My name is Shawn A. White, and I'm a radio and TV personality with SBN, the Small Business Network podcast. I'm also the proud partner and CEO of the firm as well, along with my business partners, Commissioner Dr. James McConnell, Cassandra Pickett, Roosevelt Russell, and so many others, right? But also in addition, I am the founder and creator of a brand called Transformation Greatness, which is all about motivating, encouraging, and inspiring the masses. And with that consists of a threefold in terms of my brand. So I am a speaker, a coach, a hypnotherapist practitioner, and the list goes on. But I want to go ahead and stop by and really open up this conversation with, as I mentioned, the year in 2024. And as I was just sitting here and just thinking about it, this has been a very interesting year, to say the least. And I know I'm not the only one that's out there that feels the same way. I believe that 2024 definitely had its ups and downs, to say the least. I can definitely say, like, in the first part of the year was definitely getting momentum, right, in my professional business. But at the same token, though, as far as in other areas, of my life, it was just like, wintertime, it had a slow peak. And it definitely had its peaks and valleys, to say the least, during the first part of 2024. But also, too, during that aspect, definitely had a chance to meet a lot of amazing people, had a chance to be a part of just some beautiful and exciting things. And those are some of the things that I don't take for granted. And they were definitely learning lessons, to say the least. And then moving forward, if you're like me, of course, we got into the spring aspect. Things were starting to get a little bit more warmer, right? The cold air was actually gone. Peace and blessings here, Sister Carrie. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just talking about the year in 2024. So, basically we're just really just talking about the year that is and was, because in a couple of days, about to be 2025. But heading into the springtime now, and things is definitely, moving in the right direction. I mean, just staying consistent, right? Staying the course, staying consistent, obviously. And I can definitely tell you, just having the game plan and really following through, right? Again, on all different aspects of my life, right? I had an opportunity to really be able to continue to build, more partnerships. Obviously, had as far as my coaching and hypnotherapy practice, that was definitely starting to build. And even too, on the personal side of things, right? Still with personal aspects, right? With family members and friends, and juggling all that between work and business, and still going full speed ahead, right, guys? Still full speed ahead, still having that spirit of determination. And I know just like me, a lot of you guys were at a place, during the springtime where it was starting to transition a bit, right? You were starting to see more progress. You were starting to scale a bit. And just like as the weather was changing, things was getting warmer, you was definitely getting into your groove. And it looked like for the summertime was definitely shaping up to be on fire, so to speak, right? And just thinking about that too, like, man, even during the summertime, right? Things is heating up, still getting, at it, right? Still staying determined and focused, right? Because came out of wintertime, it was like, whoo, tired of the cold, right? Even though it really don't get cold like here in Atlanta, but still it has its cold spells. I actually kind of slept on Atlanta. I'm not doing that no more. It do get cold out here in Atlanta. So with that, summertime approaching, like, okay, cool. Want to do speaking events, definitely want to be out there. No problem, Janet. I definitely appreciate you. And just really building, still creating value, guys, out here. Still just, reaching out, building partnerships, right? Creating opportunities, being a part of opportunities, the networking aspects, all that during the summertime. And it felt good, right? To have like them very warm days. Don't have to wear a coat and jacket no more, right? Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. Just in case if you guys wondering, is there a point? Yes, there is a point. I'm just setting the stage for you on how it was like for me and countless others, I can pretty much say, in 2024. And summertime was just really, it was cool, right? It was cool. It had its moments where it was like so hot, you were like, oh my goodness. But nevertheless, the summertime was the summertime. For some of us, it was about transition. It was about facing new challenges, new obstacles, learning about ourselves as a human being. Some of us even had our faith and our character tested. How many of you can relate with that? Come on, talk to me now. How many of you can relate with that? But through that experience overall, I realized that the person that is persistent, that perseveres, it doesn't give up, success is on their way. And so the summertime, it definitely have taught me some things. One is that staying positive is very, very important. But number two, staying focused and keep on going with the same tenacity that you started in the wintertime heats up as far as in the summer. You gotta keep that drive. You gotta keep that motivation and inspiration. Why? Because there are individuals that are looking at you and they're seeing on what you're doing. They're seeing as far as if you're going to be consistent or if you're just going to slip off. They're seeing as far as if there are any new projects in which that you're working on, any other ways in which that you're doing to create value into others, or is it all about you? So that's what the summertime hit. Fast forwarding now to the fall, things are starting to get a bit cooler. We still just building and learning and growing and just moving through valley. And now we're around here in the wintertime. Christmas was just literally last week. And now we're embarking on a new journey. We're a couple days away from 2024 ending with a new president. Whether you like this individual or not is irrelevant, but one thing's for certain, change is coming. I bring that point up and I share that with you the year 2024 because there's someone that's out there that's going to move into the new year. And they got all these aspirations, they got all these goals, they got all these quote unquote resolutions, things they're going to do differently, etc., 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 etc. And my question to you, man or woman or child that's watching this, Well, all that's being great, but what's going to be different in 2025? What is it that you are going to do that's possibly going to shift your future, your career, your legacy, your mindset? And I want you to think about that. I want you to really sit with that, because as we are here on the 30th of December, tomorrow being New Year's Eve, if you haven't done that already, ask yourself that question. Because that's something in which that I've been doing actually since the whole entire month of December. Shawn, what is it about 2025 that's going to be different from 24 or 23 or 22 or 21 or from the other previous years? And what I can tell you is this, is that action is a must. Stepping out more on faith, betting more on yourself and the God-given talents and abilities in which that you have been given. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, we're all here for a purpose and we all have an assignment to fulfill. And if you're at the crossroads and you're like, you know what? I'm not liking the design that my life is going. You have the ability to course correct that, to shift that. But it starts within the mind and having that confidence of saying, you know something? In 2025, I'm gonna bet on myself. You know, I am definitely looking forward to 2025. Why? Because there's going to be speaking events I'm going to be pursuing. There's going to be a speaker expo that I'm going to be helping spearhead in the up and coming months. And I'm just so happy and thankful for that as well, to be giving individuals the opportunity to be able to share their message on a stage, virtually, to connect with an audience in which that they haven't had a chance before, to be able to really show their gifts and talents, and have their voice to be heard. To be a part of talent expos and networking expos and doing workshops and different things of that nature, and just being in alignment on what I'm supposed to be doing. And I encourage you all, as we're about to close, I encourage you all in 2025 to be in alignment. Because the worst thing that you want, is that you come towards the tail end of your career or your life, and nobody knows on what day and time that is. And then you say, man, if I only did this, if I only invested in that, if I only took the chance on myself to invest in X, Y, and Z, whatever that may look like. You know what I think? The biggest pain in the world is regret and guilt, knowing that you could have did something, that there was an opportunity for you, ladies and gentlemen. And for whatever reason, doesn't matter, whatever reason, you just decided not to take advantage of that. And then you find yourself, when it's too late, either mentally or physically or spiritually, to be able to move forward and do it. That, to me, is a healthy fear, if you will. And it causes a man or a woman to take radical action in 2025. I hope that somebody got something out of this. I really hope that you did. My plan was not to come on here long. This wasn't scripted or anything. It was something that was really from the heart. ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to come on and just share it with you. So I hope that somebody got something out of it. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening and just think about as far as on what I stated. For 2025, what are you going to do? Better yet, let's rephrase that. In 2025, what are you going to do radically to make that next shift in your life, your career, or your business? And if what I stated on here either motivated, transformed, or inspired at least one person, and may God be the glory, and I'll take no credit for absolutely none of it. Until then, you're all amazing. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay tuned because there's going to be a lot more in store. By His grace and mercy, look forward to seeing you all on the next episode. Peace and love, family. Thank you for your time. Have a blessed one.